All right, greetings. This is Robert Foertsch with the Truth Network, and I'm exposing all the truth that I find out about, truth that really matters. Feel free to reach out, give me a call anytime you like. You could send me a link if you want. You want to just say hey? So it's a mirror and a window, depending on perspective. All right, so the library I've compiled covers a wide variety of topics for your consideration, mixed with humor, entertainment, music, documentaries, and more. How about that? So even when I'm not here, sometimes people will just give me a call, because that's here even during a storm, even during the rain. We had rain and lightning earlier today. And the sun should be appearing any moment now out here. Last night I did a video out here showing where the sun was setting. There were a lot of photographers out here, photo shoots and that. So this morning, from this vantage point, the sun is going to come up right in that area, and then it's set over there. Now, in the winter, today is the 26th of August, I believe. In the winter, the sun comes up way out here and will stay way low in the sky, indicating conclusively that the sun, moon, and stars move above the stationary level Earth. Whether you agree with it, like it or not, I won't say it doesn't matter. Believing the truth is better than believing the lies. I believe it's only by God's grace that anybody can love and believe the truth, let alone find it. So there's a lot of conflicting information all around us. That's just how it works. Now there's the sun poking through right now. There we are. Biblical cosmology is a geocentric Earth with a firmament above us. And that's really unpopular. However, the truth isn't based on popular opinion. It's not popular nor an opinion. It's simply the reality. All right, let's see how this looks. So the big story is not my little videos that I do out here. This is simply an advertisement to encourage you to seek the truth with all your heart, because it matters for eternity. Where will you spend forever, and why? Really important to know. So I thought I was born again in 1982 when I came to believe the Bible was true. until I actually was in 2014. And he so radically changed me that I wanted to let people know that, hey, can be doing all kinds of Jesus stuff, so-called, and be spiritually deader than a hammer like I was and didn't even know it. So reality exposes the truth about everything. So would you rather believe the truth than a lie? I would. That's how I got here. I just simply wanted to know. Good morning, Steve. High tide was just a couple minutes ago. In a couple of days, we'll have a full moon. And the moon bounces all over the place, runs a very different track than the sun, indicating there's different movements. It couldn't be just a spinning Earth, spinning over 1,000 miles an hour. You feel any of that? If you're still globing it, you're deceived. Whoever you are, even if you're launching rockets and the richest man publicly in the world, doesn't matter. I don't conflate wealth and opportunity with truth. What will it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? How about that, Elon? You might want to pause and reflect. And all of you working on black projects, unacknowledged for the military-industrial complex, how's that going to end for you? I don't know. I know I couldn't keep my mouth shut about what was really going on. That's why I'm doing this. And I certainly don't know how much longer I'll get to do it because of what happens to truth tellers about these topics. Whether it's free energy, the military, medical, financial, informational, industrial complexes, it's literally mind-blowing, the advanced capabilities of technology. This is an epic battle between good and evil. Lightning is one of the examples of etheric energy. Nikola Tesla talked about it, but apparently modern scientism explains that that's not possible. Well, it is possible, and it's a reality. So I'm not bound by the deception. The Almighty is all-knowing and all-powerful, and He lives in and through His children that are actually born again, and He protects and directs me. That's why I'm doing this. I believe He wants me to. Good morning. So I want to thank those of you for your public and private encouragement. Even the haters, it's kind of interesting because I found that when I encounter deceived individuals that are mocking me, making fun of me, that's encouraging as well to me. So, and so I'll do what I believe I'm supposed to do, and the Almighty helps me enjoy that. I believe He's known by many names: the living Word, the living water, the great I am, the Alpha and Omega, knowing the end from the beginning, the way, the truth, and the life. That's why I named my channel Truth. That is really pretty. I'm going to walk out there. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that something? Once I saw the reality of this, there was no unseeing it. Not that I would want to. It's just that once that I saw the scope of the battle, asymmetrical warfare, dealing with powerful technology and very powerful spiritual entities that are not more powerful than the Almighty. So the adversary, the fallen one, the Antichrist and the Antichrist system is less powerful than the Almighty. That's simply the reality. This is a reminder to all of those that are running with the devil, and speaking to the devil himself. You may want to pause and reflect. How much of this is simulated? Unless you're out here on the beach or looking from a window or wherever, you're looking at this on a device. Either a portable computer, tablet, a cell phone, which is a portable computer, and we can't see that stream of information going from the towers or Starlink to the device. It's invisible, can't be seen, and yet it's instantaneous. How about that? So I'm going to leverage that whole system to expose the truth. So the truth tellers and the deceivers alike are in my research library. It's a collaborative effort with truth tellers, deceivers, movie producers, actors, performers, actresses, hedge fund managers, creating, and then those that are creating the monopoly money out of thin air and enslaving humanity with that, giving the illusion of freedom. Meanwhile, we're slaves, like Morpheus talked about. So I would say we're all slaves, just who's our master? Mine is also my Heavenly Father. It's the best deal going. I was able to trade in my rags for His riches. That's a good deal. Now look at the liquid mirror that is. Isn't that something? Spectacular. So how will you know the truth when it's right in front of you? Pontius Pilate couldn't recognize it. He said to Jesus when he was being interrogated right before his execution, he said, "What is truth?" The embodiment of truth was right in front of him. The Creator that took up human flesh and dwelt among us was standing right in front of him, and he couldn't see him. He couldn't see that. And Jesus, when he was talking to the scribes and Pharisees, said, "You can't hear me because you're of your father, the devil." So the devil has a family, children and fallen angels and demons and all of that. However, the Almighty has a family too, which is way more powerful. Elect angels and his children and the Holy Spirit that moves through this reality and accomplishes whatever he wants to accomplish. So that question I said earlier was on it was a statement, yeah, and a question on a silo in Wisconsin on Highway 47 next to Highway 41. I saw it as a young boy growing up and a teenager and then a father and a husband. Jesus said, "What will it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul?" That's a big deal. That goes to everybody. So the reality, as best I can tell, the Almighty determines who his children are and where and when we would be born and where and when we would be born again. That's the doctrine or the teaching of election, predestination, God's sovereignty in all matters, including salvation. And it's a foundational belief in biblical Christianity. It's not up to us to make it happen. He's the one that makes it happen. It's just important for us to recognize the need to be born again and then to recognize whether or not that's actually occurred in our life. So the short version is I thought I was born again until I actually was. I was doing full-time ministry, homeschooling, chopping firewood, making fresh bread, working at a full-time ministry, all while I was spiritually deader than a hammer and didn't know it. So although I've said all these things before, today is particularly beautiful out here. It's a different look. It's different every day. And spectacular. My friend Scott has, that's Scott and his drone up here. I've got a video that shows drones by Palmer Luckey. Or Lucky Palmer. You can see it on 60 Minutes talking about drone warfare and all of that. And then Dan Toomey of Good Work helping us to laugh at our enslavement and the peril that we're living in. How about that? So you can see all the different content creators, comedians, movie producers, musical performers, all of that. I'll use the whole thing. And then there are podcasters. You can see who they all are and what they're exposing. How about that? I'm going to set this down. It'll look a lot more impressive when I'm not moving so much. Okay, so out here, I captured a video with the P900 of the sun appearing in the clouds, where the Bible actually says it is in Job 37. In Joshua 10, there's an account of a battle that Joshua was in, where the Almighty stopped the sun and the moon from moving. I believe it. And if you don't believe it, or Genesis 1 with the firmament and all of that, when do you kick in? So I didn't want to just believe the opposite of everything, or most everything, that's being promoted in this world filled with deception. I just wanted to know the truth. So one of the objective realities that you can test for yourself is that the earth isn't moving at all. It never has. We have earthquakes. The earth itself is not spinning, wobbling, and gyrating at thousands of miles an hour. It can't be felt because it's not happening. And the reason that that all matters is you could take a level and set it out for a day and watch the sun move. The sun and the moon move, and the bubble will stay right in the middle. Because the earth isn't rotating, wobbling, and gyrating. The largest level in the world is sea level. Can you see it? So I got a message request from a profile that says they're Elon Musk. I've had multiple profiles reach out to me. I do believe Elon knows who I am. I've sent him a package. You can see that. It's 1 minute and 4 seconds long. I'm photoshopped in the Roadster on a shirt that I sent him, and the Cybertruck is on the front as well. The official Tesla video or photography. And the story of all this is truly amazing. I woke up one morning with, it was like a part of a dream where I believe the Almighty wanted me to send Elon this package that I FedEx airmail overnight. And then on the outside of the document tube, that was a 4-foot tall tube, and I was out in front of the FedEx in North Myrtle Beach. I photocopied that photo art with me photoshopped in the Roadster, the Cybertruck, and my stickers on the outside of the package with a clear coat of clear tape over the top of it. So, did anybody take a picture of it? Were they curious what was actually in there? Who opened up the package, or did it just get thrown away? I don't know. I'm not sure. I realize that there's information I don't know. I just don't know what it is yet. However, I love the truth, and I expose the truth about what I find out about. So this is a sea level liquid mirror. I've got a lot of photos and videos across Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, Rumble, Odyssey. I get calls from people that sometimes only see a little bit of one of my videos and they just wanted to call me. Happened again last night. Talked for about 2 hours with a gentleman. It was great, very interesting conversation. And so what I wanted to do is leverage the storage capacity of the system, the cloud. So the data centers store this information. There's a physical us, or a physical me, and a digital we. A physical we and a digital we. In other words, our digital exhaust, where we go, what we do, what we buy, or where we go. So for over a decade, I've been waving at Teslas because I realized they were a moving surveillance piece of equipment with billions of hours of driving experience, many lifetimes all combined, and then all of that gets updated. It's the same, apparently the same computer system that is operating through the Tesla bots, the robots, Optimus, in whatever name is on whatever vehicle, the Model S, the Model Y, the Model X, the robo-taxi, all of that. So you could check it out if you want. From technological advancements and all of that and how things actually work. And like I say, if you think or believe I've missed something or got it wrong, you could send me a link or give me a call. I think that'll do for now. I want to thank you for your public and private encouragement. This is Robert Foertsch with the Truth Network. Feel free to call or text anytime. Thank you so much.